Hey guys, what's up? Matt in Japan coming at you with War for Cybertron, Siege, Transformers, Autobot Hound. And just got this guy off of Amazon.com along with Sideswipe. And really excited for both of these figures. I think especially this guy. I don't have a lot of Hound figures in my collection. I have a G1. And this guy's going to probably be my go-to Hound. So let's take a quick look at him. Again, I just got him and he's still in the package. And he looks awesome. He looks really cool. Again, just like Sideswipe, the head sculpt is really neat. Looks really good. And yeah, again, not going to spend too much time here. Generation, Takatomi Generations, Transformers, Autobot Hound, Transformers Siege, War for Cybertron Trilogy. You get Deluxe Class. You got the great artwork on the side. I love having his shoulder cannon up there mounted. He looks all angry and stuff. And again, like I mentioned on the Sideswipe video, you know, you can take a black light to this and you can, yeah, see right there, if it hits the light just right, it looks like there's some Cybertronian writing there and some other things kind of pick up once you hit it with a black light. So that's really cool. I really like that they're doing that. Something different, something fun. I also like the shape of these boxes too. It's just not just the run-of-the-mill, you know, rectangle box. It's really cool that they started doing that. So anyways, again, product information, your run-of-the-mill artwork on the side, the Siege artwork, and on the back you get Autobot Hound, and he looks badass. He looks cool. There he is, all battle mastered up. I actually do have that battle master there, so I will be putting him in that mode with his battle master. 14 steps, changes to the army vehicle, choose weapons, load out. Still looking for this one. Been having a hard time trying to find this one actually. Couldn't find him anywhere when I was back home, so hopefully I'll find him someday. So let's get Transformers Siege, War for Cybertron, Autobot Hound out of the packaging and see what he's all about. Okay, so we got Siege Hound out of his packaging, and just a quick look at him. I'm not going to show the insert. It's the same exact one that comes with Sideswipe, so I won't show that off. But yeah, coming in close, taking a look at the head sculpt. Again, really nice painted detail. Got the silver paint on the face, the blue eyes, much like Sideswipe. Lot of molded detail on this guy. He's really cool. If you look really closely, you can see a lot of molded detail. He's got the stars on his arms there, like the G1 figure. He does have the weathering a little bit too. Again, it doesn't bother me so much on this figure. It's very slight, very, you know, you can't really notice it that much. See a little bit there, picked out in the light. And he does come with his blaster there. And he does come with another sort of gun or shoulder cannon. The only thing with this is because I kind of had to wedge this in here. If you see here, there's a hole here, but that's for transformation. This peg goes in that hole. So this whole assembly comes up and pegs into these two holes. So you can get that in barely, but he does come with another little piece, and I think this is supposed to emulate the gas, what's it like on the G1 figure, the cap cover for the gas tank, I think. And this, ooh, dropping stuff all over the place. This does have a port in the back, and you can plug it on here. But as soon as you do that, this tends to pop out. So I'm not even gonna try and do it. So it kind of leaves you with this little piece, which I mean, you can combine it with the gun. Here's another thing you can do. It says in the directions, let's just take off his gun here. Let's put him down. So yeah, so you can take his gun and you can pop this on the back, and then you can pop this on the very end here and sort of make like a long, you know, long rifle or something. And that's kind of cool, I guess. But when you're not using this little piece, it tends to, you know, you're kind of just left with this little piece here. So I'm not sure why they included that. But anyways, let's just take his gun off for a sec. And I did want to compare him to the Sideswipe, as I mentioned earlier. And he does look a little bit taller than Sideswipe. They're pretty much the same size, but it seems like Hound is maybe just a little taller. And I do put Sideswipe's, shoulder cannon here just because, give him a little bit more height there, because he does, again, does seem sort of stubby to me. So yeah, they're pretty comparable. I do think Hound is just a tiny little bit taller. So I'm going to bring in the G1 Hound. Let me just do a quick 360 here. Yeah, kind of he has a little backpack on the back that can't be helped because of the vehicle mode. It's got a lot of tires hanging off the back of him too. But as far as the front looks awesome. The detail is just great. The paint, everything, head sculpt. So I have a G1 Hound here, and this is actually a reissue. If you're wondering why it's so sparkly clean here, yeah, it's a reissue. But anyways, getting in close with the, see if I can get both the heads in there. Yep, there we go. And it does emulate, the G1 figure quite well. It has the headlights there, the whole front of the truck there. It's got the stars, with the shoulder cannon there, which I just took off. So yeah, that's it's a pretty good likeness to the G1 Hound, and the G1 Hound is an awesome figure as well. So yeah, so I will put him down, and actually let me get into his articulation. Let me take G1 Hound out, and let's get into the articulation. So because of this piece in the back here, because of transformation, his head is very limited. It does go back and forth, but not much else on that. It does have a tiny little bit of up and down movement, but it really, yeah, you can't really move his head that much. And again, straight out of the box, these guys are stiff. The joints are nice and tight, in and out on the arm, full 360, much like Sideswipe, bicep swivel, elbow. Again, because he does have some, his wrists do a full 360, so you do get a little bit of wrist articulation there. And let's see, he's got the waist swivel, and he doesn't have the, does he have a thigh swivel? No, he doesn't have a thigh swivel. In and out on legs, back, a very deep knee bend, 90 degrees. And because of transformation as well, he has very awesome ankle tilts, but only on that one side because of transformation. So again, very articulated, very posable. Let's bring that, where'd it go? Let's bring that shoulder cannon back in here. I want him to, so like I was saying, again, this port here, it's a little bit tricky to get in there. You can barely squeeze it in. There is enough clearance here. I don't know if you can see it. There's barely enough clearance there where you can put that in there. And then you can have him hold his gun. And also on the packaging, it does show him holding Lionizer here. So throw him up there. It's the only Battle Master I have right now. So yeah, he's really cool. He's really cool. Not sure if I like him better than Sideswipe or not. They're both really cool figures. So anyways, let's put this guy down and get him into his vehicle mode. Okay, so we got Siege Autobot Hound in his vehicle mode, and let's take a quick look at him. I'm not gonna lie, I had a little bit of trouble with the transformation. The directions are not bad. It's just getting this whole side panel kind of forms his legs, and it has to fold out and do like a 180 to clip in here. So I was having a little bit of trouble. But the vehicle mode looks really cool. It's yeah, it's like an army sort of SUV, and it looks really cool. And there's plenty of places to put the guns and the cannons, and that little sort of pseudo gas tank thing clips on the back. So in vehicle mode, it does. There's some storage for that, which is cool. I know someone was mentioning you can't really fit. It's kind of a shame you couldn't fit a little Titan Master in there. I think someone did it on the review and it didn't work. But it's kind of a shame that they sort of missed that opportunity. But different line, different gimmicks, right? So just bringing in G1 Hound here. And God, I haven't transformed this guy in ages too. So although he's very simple, he was giving me a little bit of trouble too. So yeah, so very reminiscent of the G1 figure. Almost the same, maybe not the same length, but yeah, it's this one's a lot broader. The Siege one's a lot broader, a little bit longer. But yeah, from the front, you get the Autobot symbol, the star, the grill. It's like an updated version. It's definitely not. There's the homage there and everything with the yellow picked out there. The colors are very similar. The colors are really close. So yeah, it's a nice little update. You do get the taillights in the back end there. It's not. I kind of wish it was more a little Jeepy, because like the original Hound is. Did I do that right? Yeah. Okay. Sorry. The original Hound is very, it's a Jeep. It's like an army Jeep, and that's who he was. So I kind of wish this was a little bit more Jeepy and kind of less SUV. But that being said, I can't complain. This guy's really cool. And again, plenty of ports, plenty of places to plug in things, plug in his guns, plug in. Let's see if I can get Lionizer in here. Plug in Battle Masters here. Stick him in there. Whoops, he's kind of falling apart here. Hold on. Let's see if I can get this back. Okay. Let's see if I can plug this guy in the other way. Okay. So, anyways, I mean, there's it's kind of not the right way or whatever, but you know what I mean. There's places to plug in things and sort of arm him up. Not sure I like that look. He's better. Those Battle Masters are better in robot mode. So, anyways, for Transformers Siege, Autobot Hound. This has been Matt in Japan. Thanks for watching.